Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're all having an awesome morning so far. Glad to be back. I was out filming a special project yesterday, so had the opportunity to visit a special place in North Carolina. So looking forward to editing that project and getting it to air, show you guys in just a few short weeks. So looking forward to that. Dustin, you're joining us again. Welcome back to the morning shift.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I made the joke with Jim. I said, well, it's about time for your time to take off at this point. No, but I will say, no, it's always happy to be coming in here this morning, especially when you talk about somewhat of a good news in a way, because it's not like we don't have a lot of rain, but we don't have a lot of cold either. So it's kind of like a happy medium in between. That's
true. Yeah, it's always nice to come on the air and have some fairly good news to tell you, especially on a Friday. I know that there are some weekend rain chances that we should talk about, especially with, Christmas parades happening and a lot of outdoor events still going on around town. So you'll talk more about all of those details in just a little bit.
Is it going to feel like Christmas, though? I mean, the way
doesn't sound like it.
It feels like spring almost out there. But you know what? Wait in a few weeks. It'll be too cold, and y'all be complaining.
That's true. We'll all be complaining again soon enough. Yeah. All right. So, before we get into your forecast, Dustin, we do have a story. Yesterday, the U.S. Navy Blue Angels were in town. They were at Cherry Point, and they were in town because they're getting ready for their upcoming air show in ENC in May. So they took a trip there. Spoke with some of the officials working at Cherry Point just to talk about, the steps, kind of the plan in preparation for these shows coming up. So we were actually able to speak with the people who fly the Blue Angels, or the planes. So it was a really cool opportunity, it seemed like, for Steven. Steven Glover was there and got to really experience it.
Awesome. Sounds good.
So let's take a look.
The legendary U.S. Navy Blue Angels boarding the Cherry Point Air Station Thursday. Pilots Lieutenant Commander Lily Montana and Lieutenant Ronnie Havesa flew in from Pensacola with one mission: to get everything checked out ahead of next year's air show.
This is our first stop. We'll visit each one of our 32 show sites for the upcoming 2026 show season, and we'll meet with air show organizers, airfield representatives, community leaders, and any invested partners to making this air show happen.
The air station's commanding officer, Colonel Timothy Dreslin, says Cherry Point is excited to host the air show. He calls it a vital opportunity to connect with Eastern Carolinians.
I'm just really excited to see all the people, have a big show for everyone to see the #1 demonstration team that this world really has to offer.
For the Blue Angels, returning to air stations like Cherry Point holds a special significance. It reinforces the bonds between the demonstration team and the service members who supports them.
It's really nice to bring a little bit of the Navy and Marine Corps back to the Navy and Marine Corps. So we really enjoy coming over here to Coastal Carolina every couple years and looking forward to our return.
A major focal point for Cherry Point's preparations ahead of 2026 is addressing the traffic challenges that happened during the 2024 air show. More than 100,000 attendees were there that year, backing traffic up from Cherry Point to James City.
So we hired this individual to look at traffic coming into the base, parking, all those different things, so we can build on some efficiencies and make sure that we can support a crowd of that size.
Yeah, I remember hearing about the traffic situation there last year. Not something that you particularly wanted to be in, but obviously you did want to see those Blue Angels fly across the skies there. So hopefully with the individual that they hired to help with the traffic planning, everyone will be able to, smoothly get to where they need to be to check out this show. The show is going to be May 9th and 10th at Cherry Point. So mark your calendars. It sounds like a really awesome opportunity to check it out.
Yeah, I was there last year with a buddy of mine, and we actually left at like 6 a.m. So we actually, by the time we got there, some of our other reporters were like, "Hey, what's going on at Cherry Point?" I said, "How did Dustin get there so quick? How did Dustin get there?" And so they're like, "Oh, we're actually here. We're stuck in miles of traffic out there."
Yeah.
But if you have a chance to see the Blue Angels, they're great. I mean, they do a lot of stunts. They have a lot of very unique situations they've got out there, and and the grand finale is always exciting. Every year it changes. It's last time I remember it was just like 4 or 5 of them. They were just have fire on the tarmac there, and all sorts of things, jumping hoops and through the thing. It's always amazing to see.
That's so awesome. Yeah. So be like Dustin, get out there early if you want to avoid any kind of traffic.
And bring hearing protection. I learned the hard way.
That's a really good point.
Sunscreen and hearing protection. Don't be like me. But anyway.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's talk weather now. We're not going to be seeing, we won't need sunscreen, I guess, today.
Probably not, but sunny, though. We probably need that
Yep.
for sure. The rain showers are in our favor for right now, but the cool weather has been the theme just about across the east today, and that's going to be holding true for much of the day. Temperatures getting up in the 60s. We may struggle to get out of the 50s for some of you. Yesterday, we kind of underperformed on our temperatures, so usually we get these cold, I like to call them cold air dammings, or CAD for short, basically meaning a lot of cold air coming in from the north and south and kind of get locked in place, and we really don't have enough wedging to move in with that, so that's where they call it CAD, C-A-D for short, so that's what that's all about. Quiet right now with the winds, not much of an issue right now either. Right now in Washington towards Stewart's Parkway there, pretty good. There's a ladybug or something, I don't know what that.
Oh yeah, something crawled
I
across.
It was a car going across. I was like, wow, that's pretty close to the camera there. Quiet right now in Washington and Goldsboro as well, and the leaves are popping out wet there. See, the pavement's wet, so you've been seeing your few showers this morning, and that's a sign that we're going to start to see the first wave of showers move in. Here in Pitt County, you're going to probably see them in the next maybe 30 or so minutes, and again, most of that rain right there is light, so it's not falling heavy out there if you're heading towards Goldsboro, Wilson, back towards maybe if you're heading to on I-95 or I-87 there, you're running into some lighter showers, but back towards Greenville and Williamston, Bethel, you'll get your fair share here in the next hour or so. That's the first batch. It's going to be fairly light, move its way outward, and then we'll get a bit of a lull. That rain back out west there, it's going to be tomorrow's rain event because most of this moving to the north there, so a front's moving that to the north. The back edge of that will give our fair share of rain over the next little bit. So here by 8, 9 o'clock, we're going to stay consistently overcast with passing showers at times. I know it's hard to get up, but it's Friday. It's not Monday.
Yeah.
It's like do you have a different Friday feel when it rains? It's like the weekend's almost here versus Monday. It's like, oh, it's a Monday.
Yeah, you got to start the week off with rain. It's better to, I feel like it's better to end the week off with rain. Maybe?
I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe better get in the middle of the week and have Friday nice,
That's true.
So,
yep,
anyway,
for
we
sure.
have some quiet conditions with that too. Now we time things out here. That early shower band, we'll get that out of here. Most will be dry by 2, 3 o'clock. The coast will get your shower activity. We'll go quiet tonight. Maybe a few breaks in the clouds. Maybe a few sprinkles. So high school football tonight's looking fine. It's going to be chilly though. There's 50s out there. If you're heading out to high school football, maybe bring a jacket. We'll get our first round of showers pre-sunrise tomorrow morning. Even maybe some heavy downpours, but no severe weather with it. So this is the nice round. We'll wake up tomorrow morning. So if you want to sleep in, a good morning to do that too. Or better yet, go down to Jacksonville and pull a chair out and soak in the sunshine as you do so with that. Lull between 12 o'clock and about 3 o'clock, and then that initial line of showers and storms move in. 74 Jacksonville, 60 Greenville, 55 Elizabeth City. So you can tell where the contrast of temperatures changing all the way around. All of us back in the 50s, say post-sunset Saturday night. So it's going to be chilly Sunday morning, waking up in the 40s again, a light breeze at times as well. Now again, the rainfall amount, you see about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain, so we'll get some needed rainfall for a little bit. And again, model data showcases some heavier showers, so we may see more rainfall in the long term, which will be good for our drought situation. Winds, though, not an issue today. Tomorrow, though, we could see some gusts along the coastline. That southwesterly flow kicks in, and then it's going to turn winds out of the north and northeast here. So it's going to get quite breezy along the coast on Sunday. Let's talk about events. There's a lot going on today in the next couple of days. We got women's basketball at ECU taking on Charleston Southern at 11 a.m. The men's is at 7 p.m. tonight. High school football, like I mentioned to you, looking pretty good with clouds. Jacksonville Christmas Parade, I know you're looking at me like, come on, Dustin, fix that. Well, we're going to probably see rain begin the morning off, and then later, by the time the parade does kick off, most of the rain, as of now, most model data has us out of here by early, even before 10 o'clock, so we may erase rain chances for that. Turkey Day next Thursday, looking pretty good. Temperatures are going to be dropping off, so definitely maybe a morning to stand by the stove and stay warm around all that good food cooking day for sure. 60s again for Sunday and Monday. Again, we'll watch for a few more isolated showers. Don't see any severe weather early next week as of now. Just some passing rain drops in between, and we quiet down for Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be too much of a damper on any kind of travel plans. I know some people like to, get a head start on their Thanksgiving break this weekend, but I know a lot of schools, they get out, a few days before Thanksgiving Day. So sounds like the rain's not going to be too much of a problem for any kind of, if you're traveling by car, if you're going by plane, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, now that everything's opening back up now after the government shutdown, so things are slowly, but still, folks, give patience because this time of year, you got to calm down and let people do their job. But the way the weather goes, if you're going to drive, train, plane, whatever, good to go with that. I will say, this time of year, I know the schools, like I said, either get out the week before, some of them get out a day or two before Thanksgiving, so all depending on where you are. I know ECU's last day is next Wednesday for Thanksgiving break, so don't ask me what every individual school, that's on you to figure that out, but overall it doesn't look too bad.
Okay, awesome, and nice to hear. I mean, it's still kind of early to really nail down a forecast for Thanksgiving Day, but it looks pretty good.
So far, yeah, most of the, I was looking at the data this morning. Some showers maybe before like pre-sunrise on Thursday morning, and then most of the things out of here by the day. So by the time you're cooking, go throw some football in the yard, watch some football, go get a food coma, and then go Black Friday shopping after all that.
Yeah, so, why not? Yeah, 'tis the season for all the holiday everything. I know Black Friday, yeah, it's usually a huge fun deal. I don't know if as many people go out and like sit in lines outside of stores as much anymore, with online shopping becoming a big thing, but I always remember growing up seeing it on the news, people just like lined out the door at 4 a.m. for a Target or a Walmart to open. So hey, maybe it'll happen again. I
remember, very young as a kid, my grandmother, my sister, my grandmother, they love boots. So we're going to the nearest mall, and it's like 9 o'clock at night. And of course, they don't do this anymore now. But like, I remember, I was like, this is the most chaotic thing I've ever seen. I'm like 9, 10 years old. I'm like, what am I looking at? I did get lost because I'm surrounded around a bunch of people looking for boots, and I'm in the women's department. So of course you got this one lonesome boy running around looking for his grandmother because they're looking for boots that fit. And I finally found them though.
Good.
And then my sister got lost. We had to go find her, and so it was like a carousel effect after that.
Oh man!
No, I have partake not in the Thursday night, but maybe like mid-afternoon Fridays I've gone out.
Yeah.
I like to see the post aftermath of everything.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like once you're in that downhill run of shopping, it gets a little bit better. We've done, my family and I, we've like made Target runs on Thanksgiving, like after dinner.
Yeah. And
it seems like not a lot of people over the last few years really go out. I mean, maybe it's just because we had early dinner or anything like that, but that's also a good time to do it if you want to get out there, get the early deals.
I mean, I don't mind going out there. I mean, like you said, you can go online now. That's what Cyber Monday's for, though. That's why you do your shopping physically in person Friday and Saturday, and then go at home or at work and kind of pretend to work. Actually do your work and buy your Christmas stuff.
Well, a lot of people still have like that day, some of those days off to enjoy the holiday with their family.
And then it's Giving Tuesday, so you go out and go support businesses. Well, Small Business Saturday. I don't think there's nothing Sunday. I think Sunday's just the day of rest.
Nothing's coming to mind. Yeah, the day of rest.
Yeah, that's
nice. All right, well, glad to hear it. It sounds like we're kind of far out to talk about the weekend, the following weekend, but things are looking good so far. Just be sure to have your rain jacket ready to go for today and tomorrow.
Yeah, today most of the showers are done by like 2 o'clock today, so no issues with that. Tomorrow off and on, so morning showers and then some midday leading showers tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for the update, Dustin. And thank you everyone for joining us on this Friday morning. Just want to say good morning to Faye and James in our comments on Facebook. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We're going to be back at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update, so hope you can join us then. Have a great rest of your day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.